Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Someone Online, and today we're going to be talking about the alien spaceship that crash landed here, out in this area right behind me. I'm your host, Someone Online. Hey, how's it going? So I got a theory, right? And let me know if it makes sense or if it doesn't, but let me pronunciate and let me tell you. I basically have a theory that the spaceship was nearby here or interacted with these trees before it crash landed all the way over there. So we'll get started on that. Okay, so as you can tell, right, on this area right here, it looks a lot like odd, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but like you see it right there from where I'm at and where I'm pointing at, right? Hopefully I can get a better view on that. But I'm gonna use my hand as a reference. So the spaceship went on this side, zigzag over there, and went all the way to the back, you know. Okay, it's okay if it doesn't make any sense just yet. Okay, I'm gonna position myself a little bit better. Okay, notice how it's angled in a way for there to be that amount of space for there to be in point A to point B. Okay, we're gonna go this way. As you can tell, there's a lot of trees that have been cut or moved. As you can tell, you see that one? That one got a lot of force moved from point A to point B. You know, that's crazy. That's a lot of force. Yeah. And yeah, it doesn't make sense how they landed. And look at that one. You see that? The curvature of that one. You know, a lot of trees are bented in a certain way, making the distinction of giving space to a certain area in order for it to pass through. So it is possible that, you know, it went into the area. And look at all those little branches, right, that are kind of darkened at the center. Now, I know that some of that could be natural, don't get me wrong, but it's just in the way that this tree looks like it's a lot of force was pushed in on it, you know. That looks fresh. That looks a little bit fresh than the other ones that look burnt. Okay, and I want y'all to look at something right now. Okay, so imagine it's that thing with it. Look, branch break, you know. This one had a lot of force, so it just clank, and then it went kind of like zigzag, you know, to fit, you know, in that little space. But there is space on that side. And then look at where it is. Look. You see on the second ledge? That's got to be coincidental, but it's like a bullseye right there. So I'm just gonna show y'all, you know. So look at that amount of space. Look, the spaceship could have tilted at an angle and then passed through there, no problem. Or maybe it didn't need that amount of space, but it just looks kind of weird how it's angled that way. Okay, so I'm gonna get on the boat. You're gonna see it, and we're gonna go super fast all the way over here. And yeah, look at that. Very, very interesting. And see, the spaceship is literally right there. Angle it up, you see that? You know, this could be a possibility that it went there before it crash landed on this side. Very, very possibility. Now, I know what you're asking. What about the other side over there? Okay, we're gonna go over there. And see if I can maybe, I don't know, find a different explanation for that side. You know, I do want to say that the crater on that side right there is big. Now, do you think it matches? Why don't we just go over there, give our theories on this side, right? And here we are. Okay. And see what we can come up with. All right. Okay, so now that we're here, right? As you can tell, the crater area. You see that side? So something really impacted this area a very long time ago, which caused this crater, you know, to form. Now, did the UFO created it? That's also a good theory. Like, you know, keep it open-minded that it could have been a meteor or something like that crash landed, which caused the interaction of everything that happened here. How can a spaceship, you know, fall down there? It's possible, you know. But I don't want to blame the aliens too much. I feel like this naturally happened. And also, look, if you look inside the crater, it's like there's zigzags, you know, in and around. So yeah, that looks also very interesting. No debris on the outside of it, just on the inside, you know, which that's very interesting. But anyway, that's my theory on it. Maybe somebody else has something else, but I don't know. I feel like it crash landed from that corner side and went all the way over there, you know. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Y'all have a great one. Bye bye.